Hello, everyone. Welcome to CloudEagle's vendor video podcast series. Today, we have Aquibur Rahman, the CEO and co-founder of Mailmodo. Welcome, Aquib.
Hi, thank you, Prasanna, for inviting me to this chat.
Yeah, it's really great to have you here. And Mailmodo is a company which is also going through Y Combinator like us, or rather, they've already gone through Y Combinator. And we are very pleased to have Aquib here. Mailmodo is an interactive email marketing platform that helps marketers to add forms and web-like widgets within an email itself. This is about Mailmodo, but I would love to hear from Aquib himself on why he started on this journey and a bit about his background. So let's start with that. Aquib, do you want to give like a quick intro about your background and why you started Mailmodo?
Sure, Prasanna. So I have been a marketer myself. I used to head marketing at ClearTax, and then I was consulting various early stage startups for about 1 year on marketing, and then I started Mailmodo. Mailmodo actually came into picture because of my own experiences and problems with email. No matter how much we tried, we could not increase the end result from emails. We tried different experimentation. We could increase the open rate by simple subject line tweaking, etc. But at the end, the conversion was depending on the end landing pages. So as a user, you have when you get an email, you have to open the email, you have to read it, then click on a link, and then go to a website to take the action. And the whole conversion is dependent on the website. So when I was looking for ideas to start my company, I came across this new technology called AMP email. AMP email basically enables uh, all kinds of interaction and API calls, etc., within the email itself. So that hit me like, hey, this is the problem that I was trying to figure out before, and this is probably the exact solution. So if you see, emails have been there from the beginning of internet. While the web evolved from Web 1.0 to 2.0 and now 3.0, emails have been stuck at 1.0. There is just a
Right.
static text image sending. And this was a moment when I thought that it could be like email 2.0. So that's how Mailmodo came into picture.
Nice. That's very great to hear. And I completely agree. Emails have been like spreadsheets, which are just there from a long time. They haven't become interactive, but only recently we are seeing technology like AMP being used. It's great to see that this is also used in email marketing and it is leading to greater conversion rates. Now, what's a typical user journey like when someone is using Mailmodo versus when someone is not using Mailmodo?
So right now, there are so many email marketing platforms. People use them to create and send emails. There are a lot of people who do it themselves as well, like HTML creation and then using some email API services, etc., to send the email. But there are no platform to create and send this whole interactive emails without any coding and sending it to their users. So Mailmodo is the only platform and the probably the best in terms of the feature comparison. So with Mailmodo, people just have to sign up, add their domain and send their ID, create their templates. There already a library of templates with different use cases like feedback form, survey, shopping cart, calendar, etc., which they can add inside the email, and they can just add their contact and send to their users. So that is
Nice.
how simple it is.
Oh, that sounds really simple and very easy to use. Now, how does the interaction work within the email? Maybe if you had to describe this to someone who hasn't looked at interactive emails. I have looked at few interactive emails, like when you get Google Docs, you can comment within Gmail itself and it responds back.
Yes.
So that's one example. What are the other examples which you can provide to other users who may not understand what's an interactive email?
Yes. So assume that anything that you do on a website, any kind of forms, etc., that is possible inside email now, except for a few limitation like you cannot upload a file or play a video. But every form that you see, whether it can be a application form, like a college application, visa application, or a registration form, like a webinar registration or an event registration, or like a appointment booking, like a doctor appointment or a meeting appointment. Like you are selling to other businesses and you want them to uh, book a meeting with you. Right now, you send them an email and give a link. The user, the prospect has to click on the link and go to the website, provide his email ID again.
Mm-hmm.
With Mailmodo, we have a Calendly integration where the whole Calendly widget is embedded inside the email, and people can
Mm-hmm.
book the meeting then and there, and your availability will be shown in real time. And as
Mm-hmm.
soon as a user books your time, it will show on your calendar.
Nice.
Similarly, for we have a Zoom webinar integration where if you are uh, hosting an event on Zoom webinar, you can send a registration form right within the email. Even with
Mm-hmm.
other tools, you can get people to register inside the email, and using Zapier, you can send the data back to the other tools like Airmeet or
Right.
Hopin, etc. So these are few examples. We have a Shopify integration as well, with
Mm-hmm.
which your whole abandoned cart can come within the email. You can select, deselect items that you don't want to purchase. You can add the address. You can choose a payment method.
Mm.
All within the email. You just have to go to a payment gateway to add the card and pay. So
Nice.
these are few examples where we are bringing lowering the friction for the user and increasing conversion.
That's great to hear because I'm very glad I asked you this question. Just to know that you can actually do cart shopping within email. That's something which I hadn't thought is possible. Great to know
Yeah.
that it's possible through Mailmodo with
Yes.
Shopify integration of it. That's really great to know. Now, what's your vision for Mailmodo? Where do you see Mailmodo
Yeah.
going with this?
So we want so what we realize that with any messaging platform, the problem is that while there are a lot of tools to make personalize the email messages and make it relevant by automating and segmenting, etc. But none of the messages are actionable in themselves. You have to take the user to somewhere else to take the action. So we want to make messages actionable, and we have started with email. And the idea is to first build a whole email infrastructure, and then bring a lot of other players, platform developers, etc., to build a library of widgets, interactive widgets, which our marketers can use it within the email, and they can send it to their users to engage them more, to convert them more. So there's a lot of possibility that we are working on right now. Like we are making
Mm-hmm.
quiz widget, calculators, and we are working with so many early users as well, beside our actual customer list, to try these widgets as well.
Nice. And that's great to hear about the vision. Now, what about where do you see the industry headed, the email marketing industry, or
Hmm.
just the marketing industry headed? Where do you see that going, and how do you see Mailmodo fitting into the where the industry is trended towards?
Yeah, so marketing industry is the probably one of the oldest and is not going anywhere until unless any businesses exist, right? Um, so from an email point of view, we will see that in coming future that more there will be more and more filters around what kind of emails you can send to users, and those marketers will prevail who send more relevant,
Mm-hmm.
personalized emails to their users, and they care about their users. So that is what I'm seeing the change in pattern, and that is because how these email clients like Gmail, Outlook, etc., they are perceiving the email. Uh, so going right now, your email might be very cluttered and you might be getting a lot of emails. In
Yeah.
future, I believe that your email inbox will be more cleaner, because there will be more ways of targeting and segmenting the user in a better way. Messages will be more personalized and actionable. So that is going to happen with email industry.
Nice. I really hope that happens because my email is definitely very cluttered. I do get a
Yeah.
lot of cold emails, and I hopefully it will be more personalized and I can take actions within my email itself.
Yeah.
That would be a great future to look forward to.
Hmm.
Last question, Akib. How can someone reach out to you or try out Mailmodo? What's the best way to do that?
So Mailmodo is like there's a free trial. It is like we give 10,000 emails for free every month. If you sign up, if you're an early stage startup, etc., you can just go and sign up on the product and start. If you are the pricing is also very affordable. Even if you're a bigger player, you can start try for 10,000 free emails first, and then if you find it useful, then extend your usage. And you can contact me at aquib@mailmodo.com. I'm easily available.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Akib. It was great having you here and having this chat with you. And I really hope that your vision for Mailmodo and your uh, where you see the industry is headed with cleaner emails and more interactive emails becomes
Hmm.
very successful. Thank you, Akib, for coming to our vendor video podcast.
Thank you, Prasanna, as well, for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. With that, folks, we are ending the CloudEagle's vendor video podcast.
Hmm.
Thank you very much for watching and listening to us. See you next time. Thank you.